bro. Man, you be relevant, and I said what I said, bro. You need a like me to keep you.
I'm 4K Dre.
Who? You could hang up on him, cuz. Ain't no. Hey, Ricardo, hey, look, man, you gotta, man, just rep anything, man. Just say you something, and then you good.
Damn, get on this. I'm 4K Dre.
Who? Ricardo, what the man?
You said what?
You could hang up on him, cuz. Ain't no. I'm finna you right back.
Attacking his close guy Lil Durk and throwing shots at YoungBoy, the internet instantly picked sides. That moment wasn't random at all. It was loud, clear, and strategic. Not long after, YoungBoy fired back through lyrics in his new track Boss Man D-Lo, aimed at the rapper who had just come home.
Y'all, everybody jumping shit because this how the industry is. Nobody in the industry is gonna stick around you when you at your lowest. If they can't get clout, notoriety, money, fame, features, videos, something that they could benefit from off you, they're gonna jump ship. I don't see why it's surprising that everybody is on YB in the industry. That's how it go. They only gonna f you when it's beneficial to them. None of these ain't grow up with Dirt. None of these ain't friends or real homies with Dirt for real, for real. You know what I'm saying? Or they would never change, or they would never jump ship. Cause where we from, if you f with me, my ops is your ops is mine. Some people don't look at it like that. Some people look at it like I f with both parties, I ain't got nothing to do with it. And look, you not wrong for that. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, shout out to the f***ers that still there, stayed down for Dirk, his real family and friends, you feel?
The tension jumped even higher when another streamer, AKA, was on FaceTime with Ben and openly said he was Team YoungBoy, making the divide impossible to ignore. That stream made it crystal clear where Shiesty stood, and it mattered. With Lil Zay calling out fake rappers.
Lil Durk.
JCB Films with that fire gift, bro. I appreciate you.
OTL. What you talking about? Okay. Why you say it like that for? Come on, get your picture, man, before you get up.
Oh, wait, my phone.
Streams picture. Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, that's the wrong one.
Wrong her chest. He talking about who again? This Lil Durk.
And hinting that folks were switching up on Dirk just because he's locked up, the streets were watching closely. As one tweet put it, Lil Zay said rappers were siding with YoungBoy now that Dirk is in jail, and people took that personally. Osama even stepped in, explaining why it's no shock the industry keeps flipping on Dirk for YoungBoy.
Footage of the officer who put the cuffs on YoungBoy back in September during that music video that was shown, and it was very interesting because the cop comes right up to him, you know, whatever, he puts the cuffs on him, and then YoungBoy's reaction is kind of hilarious. I thought it might be interesting for y'all. He was like, yo, big dog, man, what you doing, man? Why you putting these cuffs on me? That's what he was calling the cop. He was calling the cop big dog. He's like, big dog, you up right now. I didn't do nothing. You can search me. I got nothing on me. Cop doesn't listen. Cop puts him in and the whole time, YoungBoy's like, yo, man, what you doing, man? Big dog, why? And it really goes to show you a lot about this case. YoungBoy didn't think he did anything wrong. He didn't think that they were going to go and start taking footage from music videos and said, you held in a music video and you're a felon and that's a federal felony and you're going to face 3 to 5 years.
Yo, he's doing an arena. He just came off a $75 million tour. It grossed $75 million. Yet we still believe that he's totally like ready to. Usually it's one or the other. If we really think that you're the crash out, you're not going on tour to do an arena. We usually think you're who goes to, like, you know, you get 1 or 2 shows because you're really living like that. He's the only person that I think maintained the image that he might today, but he's selling out a stadium tomorrow.
Around the same time, hundreds of OTF affiliates were tweeting things like, if you rocking with what YoungBoy did, then stay on that side, especially when Dirk gets released. During that same live stream, Shiesty checked a girl who didn't even know who Dirk or OTF was, and he wasn't playing about it. Dirk eventually answered back with his song, Boss Man D-Lo. But fans think he showed too much in the video.
No more breakdancing, no more belly rolling and like that, gyrating. If you making a diss song at Kentrell Deshaun Golden, you gotta make some anthem with like some military tanks. That's how he's coming. Tell you.
When he's staying in his own lane. And yeah, I love him. I love him. I can feel him every time he drop a song. But NLE Choppa, instead of him doing his own thing, he said, you know what, I'm gonna attack this man, I'm gonna mess with him. That's how poor in the street think. Instead of just letting me continue to move my life, cause I ain't messing with nobody. I ain't out here trying to portray a street image or nothing like that. I'm just.
Authorities have already confirmed they're keeping an eye on YoungBoy after recent concerts, live streams, and visuals raised eyebrows due to his past. The video shows YoungBoy flashing multiple firearms, something that's drawn attention considering he previously served time over related issues.
That's really respectfully, the only that's really help the runway with that little walk. You remember that walk you had? I think I'm a bad. You can't come back with that walk. I think I'm a bad. You can't come back with that NLE Choppa with that boy. Now them boy got some dances. Them boy, but you went to holler about if you was a bad. I suck my too. You are disqualified from saying anything to Kentrell. NLE, you have been disqualified. I wouldn't give if you and King Von got in the car and shit together. Once you learn that walk, like that runway model walk, and you went in front of the whole world, you can't come back over here to this side of the railroad track and go to barking. No. Go back over there and finish, nephew. Go back over there and finish being the bad.
Still, DJ Academics revealed that even with YoungBoy pulling in around $70 million on tour, he's still viewed as someone who moves with a street mindset, no matter how big the checks get. With the feds realizing that money hasn't changed how YoungBoy moves, they've reportedly kept a close eye on him, watching every step. Success didn't smooth him out, and that alone has folks paying attention.
You and eat at your icebox as they break in your house. I'm not battling with childhood like a YB fan. Them kids need to be put in mental institutions. This man, YB, sound like he angry. He want to out his mama. He want to beat his daddy. He want to his uncle. I don't want to hear that kind of shit. I'm not in pain. I'm a money getter. YB babies ain't money getting. I don't feel that. That's not soul music. I'm a soulful brother. I'm not in pain. Them kids need to be put in mental institutions. You see they had that on medication.
Third eye open. Some people would call it, yo, a dumb act smart. Some people would call it fake woke. Some people would call it someone trying to seem deeper than most. Pause. It's kind of like how people, it evokes some of the similar thoughts like how we had about XXXTentacion, where people felt like, you know, he understood life a little bit on a different level. And I think that's what NLE Choppa is aiming for.
Meanwhile, NLE Choppa seemed determined to turn the temperature up. DJ Academics lit the match first by saying Choppa needed to make a real anthem, and that talk actually reached YoungBoy. YoungBoy shot back on social media saying, "Let the numbers speak for themselves. Don't say my name again." That response made it clear who he felt was really winning. And let's be real, numbers-wise, YoungBoy is outpacing Choppa. But this wasn't just about charts anymore.
And being envious. So you want to make a video dancing around like a ballerina, and then you got a man on his knee, and you're saying Kentrell is evil and he's a bad influence. So you want to go and put that man on his knees and on a video, right? Okay, fine. I bet they have another video with that same on his knees. Because who gonna even play that stupid ass role? If you know better, you do better. Your head look like a without a rubber on top of it. But yet, you want to sit here and try to talk about somebody. You better be lucky. I can't say what I want to say on Instagram.
People warned Choppa before he dropped Hello Revenge, telling him straight up that YoungBoy isn't someone you casually clash with. Choppa ignored the warnings and dropped the record anyway. Lyrics from the song instantly raised eyebrows. Lines like "Opt out guys, can't turn me down," "Top down boy, I'm your daddy now," "Pound for pound, round for round," had rappers online saying Choppa needed to chill immediately. The reactions weren't supportive, they were alarmed. One viral comment summed it up saying,
NBA YoungBoy concert.
so concerned that even before the concert went forward this weekend, they notified Louisiana Stadium Exposition District, also known as, that manages the Superdome and Smoothie King Center, in particular notified ASM Global that, yo, this is like a really dangerous thing that could have very unforeseen consequences. Now, the response from ASM Global was, we'll hire some security inside, it'll be fine. NOPD's response was, you don't get what we're saying. There is such a propensity around these concerts that is so, not an if but a when, that we are concerned we'll have to activate the department to be around the downtown area to protect citizens and revelers.
I don't know if bro's serious, but I've been laughing at this for 20 minutes. But the real twist came when YoungBoy's team resurfaced an old clip where Choppa himself said, the only rapper better than me is YoungBoy. Respectfully. That clip hit harder than any response track. From there, YoungBoy stayed quiet, but started retweeting fan reactions, most of them telling Choppa to stop while he still could. Then Charleston White jumped in, blasting Choppa for even mentioning YoungBoy, saying he had no right to speak on him. What made it wild was that just a week earlier, Charleston was backing Choppa and criticizing YoungBoy's music. Even people who understood Choppa's point still didn't fully rock with him. And a lot of this backlash traced back to one set of lyrics from his first diss, KO, which many felt crossed the line. Choppa didn't hold back at all in his lyrics, going straight at YoungBoy's image and influence.
And it be a lot going on within his name about him when, to me, bro, he a real stand-up dude. And it was just unfortunate how it happened. Like, he came to a person as a man.
Funny to me. I feel like, it's not serious when it hit the net. It's funny. I mean, it's just entertainment to me.
Yeah.
It was entertaining. Good song.
He rapped that YoungBoy was bad for the youth, saying there's nothing positive in what he does, and blaming him for how others move, claiming people follow behavior thinking it's cool. He even questioned his role model status, saying he'd never fit the shoe, calling him emotional, saying his aura gives him the ick, and flat out saying, you make me sick. That verse set the internet off instantly. DJ Academics jumped right in with a reaction, saying Choppa was trying to channel XXXTentacion energy, but it wasn't landing. According to Academics, the difference is respect. People respected X on a different level, and Choppa doesn't carry that same weight. He also suggested Choppa win at YoungBoy because he's sitting at the top of the rap game right now, while Choppa had been out of the spotlight for a year. That comparison made things look even worse for Choppa. Fans started saying it smelled like jealousy, especially with YoungBoy's tour going crazy successful. Tickets were selling for wild prices, crowds were massive, and the hype got so intense that police reportedly tried to shut parts of it down.
King of rap. That's a new narrative I'm driving. These gonna have to bow to the feet. I like it. We're not talking about Kendrick and Drake, and they're on a different level. But below Kendrick and Drake, I'm sorry. With all due respect to every other rapper, YoungBoy is the king of rap right now. I'm sorry to tell y'all. The walk down I seen in Atlanta tonight, give him the throne. Just give him the throne. YoungBoy the king of rap. I'm sorry to tell y'all. Hey, listen, I'm not saying it'll last forever. But for right now, in the last 4 or 5 months, YoungBoy the king of rap.
But it even reached a point where the state of Louisiana was allegedly concerned about a New Orleans show. To really get why YoungBoy reacted the way he did, you've got to rewind the story. Back in 2019, Choppa was actually a big YoungBoy supporter. When Choppa got arrested that year and later heard YoungBoy was locked up, he released a song titled Free YoungBoy, hoping for his release. At that point, there was nothing but respect. Everything shifted after King Von passed. After that, YoungBoy dropped Bring the Hook in 2022, a track widely seen as dissing King Von and OTF, and the whole industry reacted. Academics said YoungBoy was on demon time and teased more music aimed at O-Block rappers. Lil Reese brushed it off, saying it wasn't demon time, just regular rap talk. Choppa publicly sided with Reese and King Von, saying, I stamped that.
Okay, Trey, for life.
I'm OTF. I am OTF for life. I'm from Chicago. Who? You boy.
But you just want to bring it top up. Say, bro, man, you be relevant, and I said what I said, bro. You need a like me to keep you going. Your views go up now. Clown, I'm willing to help y'all about it, man. But I hate NBA so much, man. Go get him some views, man. Help this some views.
And that move didn't sit right with YoungBoy at all. That moment cracked whatever was left of their bond and directly led to YoungBoy firing shots at Choppa in his music, turning a former fan moment into a full-blown rap battle. YoungBoy didn't ease up at all in his response, rapping lines like, "I bet your mama be destroyed when we send you to God," calling out people for making statements and choosing sides in his beef. He made it personal, saying, "I could say I saw it, you could say I was your favorite," making it clear that lines had been crossed and respect was gone.
Harrington. Then we have Fulton County probate judge, Judge Cleveland Johnson. And they got some.
Damn, this a judge up there? Yo, the judge in the city sending all the rappers in the city to jail, but the out-of-town rapper that came here, that basically, hey, you know what type of time I be on. You over here giving him an award? Oh, nah, Atlanta's in shambles. If y'all are a rapper who ever got prosecuted by this, or not prosecuted, but like got sent to jail by this judge, and basically you watching an out-of-town rap getting an award for doing 10 times worse than what you do, you gotta feel sick. You gotta feel sick.
After that response, Choppa quietly went back and changed the title of his old song, Free YoungBoy, to just YoungBoy, signaling he no longer rocked with him at all. That move didn't go unnoticed, especially with fans watching every step. A lot of people started saying Choppa has too many eyes on him to be moving reckless. They felt he should focus on his music and stay out of trouble, which is exactly what YoungBoy did after getting out of jail, and he executed it flawlessly. His comeback was so serious that reports said over 400 officers were being deployed nightly for his New Orleans shows, with drones and armored vehicles ready just in case. YoungBoy's tour shook cities so hard that law enforcement had to plan around his presence. Fans flooded social media with clips and reactions, especially after he performed what many call one of the hardest diss tracks ever for the first time in front of a sold-out Atlanta crowd. He waited until Atlanta on purpose, knowing the history tied to the city, and that alone had DJ Academics reacting instantly. One fan summed it up perfectly, saying, "YoungBoy dissed 4PF and half of Atlanta in their own city, bro, really a menace."
Talking about a bunch of, he's also telling me, and I will never say who, he's telling me all the rappers who was now hitting him up, and he kind of asked me, he's like, "Act, so what you think, man?" Because I think he's thinking like, yo, should he forgive some of these, like, but all these rappers on it, you know what I mean? Like, they're all like, yo, YoungBoy, we love you, right? And I gave him the best advice, I think. I said, I didn't want to impart my thoughts on it because I don't know fully what he's been through and what he's thought. Because, he was down where nobody would. So I said, whatever your heart feels about any of these were kind of doubling back or not, didn't want to do whatever, go with that.
But not everyone was cheering, and the divide was obvious. What really shocked people was reports saying judges and government officials from Atlanta were spotted at his concert showing support, while the feds were cracking down on other rap groups like YSL, PF, and OTF. YoungBoy was being praised instead. Academics even said Atlanta was in shambles after YoungBoy reportedly received the key to the city, and fans started saying it's really just YoungBoy standing tall right now. With all this, almost every rapper suddenly wants to be cool with him again, just like Academics pointed out. Power talks, and YoungBoy's name is ringing louder than ever. If you enjoyed this breakdown, comment your thoughts, like the video, subscribe to the channel, and share this with someone who follows the culture. We'll catch you on the next one.